What if America was infected by a fungal plague? Okay, I've selected 5 random people and then infected them with an unknown fungal infection. Okay, it is really just the mush spores. Now this fungal plague, it lays dormant until the infected dies. When the infected dies, it spreads out more spores and turns them into a mush fungus creature. We're gonna see how America copes with this. What will the response be? What will they do? Will they create a civil war and fight each other? I don't know. Or will they all stand together and fight the fungal plague together and stand strong? I guess we'll find out. So I'm assuming all shall be well for the first, maybe even 10 years. It lays dormant for a while. Once the infected start spreading, it's not gonna stop. We're gonna start in year 163 for a frame of reference. So it's a good old US. We got every continental state. Well, most of them, except for some of the tiny ones that really can't fit. So that's all these states developed. Last time, they were all separated. They all battled it out for domination. This time, you know, they're all banding together. And we're just going to see what happens. Rebellions are on. So if any state decides they don't like this country, they can leave. Okay? I'm not going to stop them. The rest of the country might, but I won't. Look at all these civilians just living their normal lives. Little do they know, a fungal plague has already infected some of its first victims. They have no clue what is about to happen to them. In like 10 years or so. It has been around 9 years, or 8, sorry, math's a little, now it's been 9. And it looks like no fungal plague has spread its way throughout the population yet. It's still laying nice and dormant, just waiting to kick up. But we do have our first revolution starting to come around. Looks like Wyoming is planning a revolution away from the United States. Of all the states to declare independence, I did not think it was going to be Wyoming, I'll tell you that. It looks like it was Montana, Wyoming, Utah, and Colorado. And Nebraska. We're going to name them the Wyoming Confederation since that was the founder. Like predicted, the United States is crashing down on them pretty hard. Now, I would be scared because if one of the infected dies in one of these wars, it could kickstart the entire outbreak way sooner. If they don't die in war or anything like that, it might be like 50 years until they die of old age. Yeah, we see them immediately spreading out as fast as they can. They already took back Nebraska. Right from Montana, you can see all the US troops just marching through. You know, surprisingly decently equipped. Okay, that got, never mind. Some people are decently equipped. Some people have sticks. It looks like Virginia is planning a rebellion as well. I'll have to wait and see. It looks like the American population is under duress. They are scared. Wyoming Confederation is falling rapidly. Wyoming itself is about to be taken, and Colorado and Utah are under attack. And here's our next revolution. We have West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Mississippi. They've all revolted. I believe that was Virginia. Oh, it looks like North Carolina is the capital, however. So we're going to call them the Carolina Reapers. Now, don't come at me for all these names, but I'm just making them up on the spot, okay? Now, that is right next to the U.S. Capitol. They're duking it out in Washington, D.C. and Maryland with a few troops here. Ole, 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 ole. Apparently, we did not have audio for Worldbox for some reason. I fixed that, but you just heard me just humming the mystic chant without anything actually going on. I swear. Yeah, there we go. See, that's what I was talking about. Meanwhile, the Wyoming Confederation has been almost completely wiped out. We have one last holdout in Utah, and it is quickly falling. Now, the Carolina Reapers are being pushed back as well. They already lost West Virginia, Tennessee. But another rebellion is brewing. Looks like Washington and our northwestern states are already planning a rebellion. Our first 2 rebellions have pretty much been put down, but our third revolution has happened. And I don't know if America can keep track of all these revolutions. Someone's going to break free eventually. So we have the Montana United, which consists of Washington, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, and Wyoming. Utah is quickly... Wyoming is at the center of a lot of these revolutions. I'm just going to say that. Carolina Reapers have been wiped out. But again, another revolution is starting. And I gotta remind you, this video isn't even about revolutions or anything like that. It is about the mush plague that is lying dormant in mysterious places. I'm not gonna say where. Definitely not where my camera was just pointed. Or where my camera's pointed now. There could be there, could be not. Or maybe they already eradicated it and I never knew. Okay, another massive revolution coming out here. Let's see, we're good. Oh, it's Texas. It's Texas, all right. We have the Texas Freedom Coalition, baby. Consists of Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and it looks like Utah. Little northern, but they're doing A-okay. They're Montana United is actually at peace with the United States of America. It looks like they let them through. The Carolina Reapers are still alive somewhere. I don't believe that's true. Yes, they have nobody. Maybe they have like 4 people left. Some stragglers left, I guess. But even another revolution is coming through. Oh, they do not like this Texas coalition though. They're putting Texas under heavy attack. Texas is gonna immediately fall. But they're chill with the Montana United though. Probably because there's United in the name. Alright, another revolution. We have the Ohio Rizzlers. They have... I'm sorry, that's so stupid. I'm sorry I named them that. We have the Ohio Rizzlers. Rebelling for the United States of America. You know, I've not noticed any fungal infection spreading at all in the midst of all this chaos. I really have not. I don't even think we got a single one. Is it even gonna happen? Did they really just beat it immediately? And it looks like the Texas Freedom Coalition is not looking so hot. Not looking so hot at all. All that's left is New Mexico. But the United States is pulling all their troops back for the Ohio Rizzlers, deeming that the main priority since it is right next to the capital. It is a danger to society. We gotta put that down as quick as we can. Alright, we have now added the almost Canadian Confederacy to the rebellion counter. As you can tell, they're almost Canadian. Mainly because the capital's just Minnesota. So I don't know why, I just always think of Minnesota as being right next to the Canadian border, and they're basically just Canadians. I think it's just the accent. That could be very rude to the Minnesotians, but there's probably like 5 of them, if even, so I'm not too worried. I just noticed something. You know, I was just taking a look at all these rebellions, you know, how the whole US is just completely falling apart. I mean, we have the great Am, who we're actually going to be calling the Georgian guys. Yeah, we have the new country, Georgian guys, settling up here in the bottom of the country, quickly being taken out, but you know how it is. There's so many wars. Texas Freedom Coalition has fought back a little bit, but I just found this. Arizona has been completely wiped off the map. Oh no. And it is feeding up into California. California only has 8 people. Okay, the mush are immediately spreading. It's been how long? It's only... The wars have triggered us so soon. There's a massive fungal outbreak in Arizona. That seems to be ground zero, which is funny enough, because you know how I said 5 people out? Infected 5 people? Arizona was not one of those states that I infected. So that is concerning. There's definitely more people floating out there. Now Texas is going to war against the mush, and California is trying their best, but California's been pretty much wiped out. Nevada is next. We're seeing the mush ravage their towns, throwing Molotov cocktails. I didn't know the mush could do that. They're spreading their infection everywhere. It is not looking good. New Mexico is next. A massive battle between the mush and the humans right here. But for every mush that dies, it infects even more humans. I mean, honestly, mush is one of those scenarios that just trigger the end of the world. If there's not any landlocked regions, it's all connected, the mush can easily take over the entire United States. Maybe they can fight them off. Just maybe. I believe Nevada is quickly falling as the outbreak just rears its ugly head, and Montana United has declared war on the Texas Freedom Coalition. I guess they did not like that either. But guys, this is not your biggest problem. Listen, we have the United States of America, we have Montana United, the almost Canadian Confederacy, the Georgian guys, and Texas Freedom Coalition. The Texas Freedom Coalition is the only people fighting the mush. Okay, they're fighting and losing, but at least they're trying, you know, at least we can give them that. Iowa is destroyed. Oh no, we have another revolution. We can see, oh my god, Ohio again. We have Ohio Skibbity, our newest revolution. This country's falling apart from the fungal outbreak. No one can keep it together. No one can hold it together. Iowa has fallen. Another fungal outbreak is spread up there. California decimated. Nevada's just gone. All the surrounding states are definitely next. The fungal infection's taking hold. Look at all these soulless corpses. All they can do is spread the fungal infection. That's all they can think of. No art, no creativity, just death. Oh, goodbye. Crap, man. Missouri. It was Missouri. That'd be real awkward if I forgot. Illinois is next. Oh, no. Nebraska's gone. The entire middle of the United States is just being wiped out by the fungal plague. This is happening pretty quick. Meanwhile, the United States is becoming more and more splintered as they can't hold off the fungal plague and all these revolutions at the same time. Georgia's going down. Alabama's going down. They have some archers, maybe. No, I forgot the mush can wield weapons. It's over. Oh, they have a tower. They have a watchtower. The Texas Freedom Coalition has ended. been officially taken over, actually, by the Montana United. Oh god. It looks like we do have an alliance formed between the Georgian guys and the United States of America, but I think it's going to be a little too late. It's going to be a little too late indeed as the mush ravage America. New Mexico, Utah, they're going down as well. Oklahoma is being overrun. Look at all these mush. Flinging Molotovs, which is crazy for me. Or maybe they're getting flung at. I can't tell. But the humans never stood a chance. They never did. King Sipum has abandoned Ohio Skibbity. Ohio Skibbity is falling. I repeat, Ohio Skibbity is falling. Please never hear me repeat that. We have the North Carolina Defense Force, who has formed after they've seen the devastation the mush has caused to their neighboring states. But it's not going to be enough as they're fighting from Washington, D.C., going to take them out. The United States is almost completely fallen. I mean, over half the states. Maybe they can band together. Just maybe. Somehow Texas is holding strong for now. But I'm sure they won't be for long, as we see just this giant mush army pulling right in. Explosions popping off. One Mr. Giant Man. So many Molotov cocktails. Louisiana, Utah was destroyed. Florida's going down. Tennessee's going down. Wisconsin has 13 people remaining. Somehow Montana United's holding out, but we see another mush force moving into Oregon. They're probably going to keep moving forward into Washington. Almost Canadian Confederacy is under siege. They can't hold. I don't think they can hold. I think it's time for the walls to go up. Alright, they have put up the walls. They've put up walls around Pennsylvania and Washington, D.C., leaving Virginia and West Virginia out as they've already been just overrun by the fungal plague. The Montana United have abandoned Idaho and Oregon and just leaving one gate open in Wyoming. Hopefully they can hold that. It is a small gate, and hopefully the fungal infection won't be able to hold. Actually, there is one more gate over here for the almost Canadians. Any survivors, they can flee through there, but Texas is just going to be going down. New Mexico. Oh my, of course, we have a revolution. They're the new New York survivors. The United States is almost entirely collapsed. Actually, the new New York survivors are taking over the old United States government, it looks like. Well, the North Carolina Defense Forces. Interesting. Oh, but mush have poured into the Wyoming gate. I thought it'd be enough to protect them, but it was kind of a big opening. I don't think it's going to save them at all. I don't think there's any way they can save themselves. Oh, and they're going to just come in through the Washington, D.C. gate. It's going to be all over. I mean, look. The last remnants of civilization. Idaho is just being overrun. Washington's kind of chilling. They are just kind of chilling. Look at all the mush outside these. Oh my god, the massive battle. Here to protect this gate. But everyone who comes in is just going to keep spreading it, making the mush force even stronger. There's just no way to beat them. Washington, D.C. was destroyed. It is up to the new New York survivors, but they've been overrun by the mush. And as the mush force strikes, they're a little too coordinated. I don't like how intelligent they are. Montana United is gonna start collapsing here. Washington is like the only safe place to be. Maybe Maine as well. The last remnants of the U.S. government is in Maine. But it's not going to be lasting for long. Maybe they can hold out for another year? Not even. Maybe half a year before the mush strike. We'll see if maybe Washington can kind of hide out over here and see how long they last. But Montana has been destroyed. The mush have completely overrun, leaving no survivors. They hunt for any living being and add them to their hive mind. Now Vermont is taking massive losses. Maine is being attacked by the new New York people. Guys, you have bigger priorities. New York has been destroyed. You don't even have a hometown to defend. But they just want to survive anywhere they can, so they run to Maine. But it's not going to last for that much longer, guys. You do not have the people to support it. And Washington is now under attack. Our last two states, Maine and Washington, the last survivors in a destroyed United States. We'll see how long they can hold for. I don't think for very long. Maine is rapidly losing population. It's just gone. Maine's gone. Maine is gone. Washington is our last holdout. But these last mush forces, they're just too large. I mean, the entire United States. It's the entire United States is now mush. Maine was officially destroyed. Washington is our last survivor. So I guess they're the winner, if you count it that way. If there needs to be a winner, there really doesn't, because they all lost here. Well, that gives me an idea for another video. Which state will survive the longest? So be on the lookout for that. Out of disasters and stuff like that. Alright. Well, that's good. For me. Not good for these guys, obviously. Alright. The last lives are being snuffed out. There's people trying to flee in boats, but how long can they stay in boats when they have nowhere to return to? We got anybody hiding in here? The United States has officially been overrun. It has only taken 30 years for the fungal infection to take hold and completely wipe out the United States. We see some final survivors out here. Good old Pumple and Leptin. Don't think they're gonna last for much longer. Their lights have been snuffed out. We have Doobie, good old Dubé, out here fishing. He's the last survivor. The last survivor in this overrun world. Good old Dubé. And he was born like 12 years ago. Wait, running the numbers? Hold on, 10. He's 9 years old. He's out here fishing just to survive. And he just blew up. Oh my god, he just straight up, he just blew up and died. Okay, I guess that's one way to go out. I mean, you have no one else in the world. Well, thanks for watching. Much love, and I'll see you next time. Alright, peace.